Greetings and salutations, 'tis I, Big Dan Rodan. Amid all the technical difficulties, we are here again.
Yeah.
At the Blerd Bar. I am your comic book connoisseur, your sommelier of sci-fi and superheroes, here to welcome you to the Blerd Bar because I'm live in the 215. I switched it up on you. Shake it. Feel good. So I'm not by myself. I am among friends, and they are not just voices in my head. Because you guys can see them, right? You might not be able to see them. This might actually be.
Okay, after our now completing our musical interlude.
Windmill. Go ahead.
I love that song. My name is.
Ooh. This nigga might be in my head for real. This is wild. Your name is.
Can we start over?
Your name is what? Your name is who? Your name is Ace Trainer Argent.
What? Thank you. I was once known as Ace Trainer Argent.
Okay.
Now I am Argent Ascended. But here to my right is emotional damage. With my life,
Whoa.
I would trust the fate of the world itself. Talk to the people, my guy.
Ooh, tis I.
Yeah.
Hailing from the land of sake, shinobi, and samurai.
Yes.
My boy is Godzilla personified. There is no other name but this to go by. It's your boy Jayhawk. Pterosaurus.
So we'd love to welcome you once again to the Blerd Bar. We have a great show lined up for you. I think Dan, our CEO, is going to.
Every time you say that,
the title is it's there. It's you and Drewski. You know.
What do you mean by that? That's right. I'm coming at you crooked.
What?
Like Zach's hairline.
Huh?
Why would you? We escaped. We got out. Why would you go back?
Never forget. Never go back. But we're here now. We're locked in. This has become unhinged because had you known all the stuff behind the scenes, yeah. But we have a weird question.
Weird question.
It
might be different from last time.
No! Patreon exclusive weird question.
They'll never see any of these cuts.
Nah, it's fine.
Not even Patreon. You're welcome.
Weird question from Question Kitty, Nandeska Neko-chan, Question Cat. Whatever you want to hashtag it. We'll find it. Weird question is, would winning the lottery start your villain origin story or be a turn in your hero's journey?
I think
what would it do?
We have to start breaking down what the hero's journey is, and I think that sounds like a call to adventure. It doesn't sound like you are in the underworld. It doesn't sound like you're returning to your old world in a new light. Sounds like the call to adventure. Sounds like you won the lottery and now you're starting you're starting the hero's journey. Because I think that's your call to adventure. And now you're in the underworld. I don't know what it's like to have money. I never even talked to an accountant. So I don't even know what all that would entail. So that's what I think. I think it is the beginning of the hero's journey.
Okay. So for you, it would be the beginning of your
No, not me.
journey?
I'm talking like conceptually. Me,
well, the question is you.
Okay, well, villain origin story, because if you have more money, you can stay alive longer, and then you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Is the goal just to not die?
I think that's
just not to die. No, I think I'm definitely going the hero's journey because my sense of self is very much wrapped around the idea of family and legacy.
Family.
What is a legacy?
It's planting a seed in the garden you never get to see.
Emotional damage.
But that's me in a nutshell, I think, because now it's like I don't want to struggle, and I'd really hate for my kids to struggle and for their kids to struggle. So let me go ahead and take these zeros, put them somewhere safe, possibly not in the U.S. bank, and see how that goes.
We'll get that in post. What about you, Josh?
Sounds like you're evil.
Oh, because I didn't want to use American dollars.
Well, no, because you wanted to keep your money and stay rich.
That's not evil if I want my family to be
Yeah, 50 Cent did the
benefit
same
from it.
thing.
Come
You're
on.
trying to say 50 Cent's evil?
I mean, at a certain point, you just grow to a level where you become evil. That's what you said.
I don't think
In
that
a
was
different
recorded.
timeline.
I don't think that was.
Oh, in a different.
In a different timeline. That's
You
what
have no
said.
proof of that.
No, okay.
So
That's what he thinks. Actually, no. As of right now, you do have,
I
all
got
the power.
all the power. What do you mean, Josh? Mandela effect.
So funny.
Big time.
I think there would be a good week of me being petty.
No, not sending gifts to people that are slightly inconvenient. Oh.
I don't know what it would be, but
It'd be people not being able to get a hold of you.
no, that happens now. Like,
We're already here with whatever's in my bank account.
It's like poor Josh does that.
Josh ain't poor. Josh financially
Rich Josh also does that.
What are some examples of the pettiness? Like, sending people
honestly,
bread baskets?
it probably depends on what is happening that week. To be honest,
So someone may unlock your ire,
yeah,
and then you'll what?
it might be a thing of like, oh, that's what you decided to do. Little did you know, I have the time and the resources
What
now.
are you like buying somebody's small business?
Maybe
Since you don't have to work you in somebody's DMs, mad petty. Like I'm gonna argue this anime out. Big time.
DMs. No, we're showing up.
Oh, comments. Oh, at the door.
Wait, would you send
Maybe.
somebody a
Pull up.
truck full of geese?
Maybe. You never know. That's the thing. Depending on how much you win in the lottery, it's like,
Why,
what do you?
why are you a chaos? Why do you become a chaos?
But Josh has always been a chaos being. Like, let's be honest.
That's not true. That's not true.
I think Josh puts order in his life.
That's very true.
I've seen it. I've seen it.
No. Like,
We
like
were
Josh,
young and in our 20s. I've seen it.
Josh putting order in his life is for the sake of like the sense of normalcy, for no one else to be like, "Hey, red flag." But
He's snitching. He's snitching.
but I know that my friend, if he has the time, he will utilize the time. Tell me I'm wrong.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
A motion to move to the next segment, so we're not just airing Josh's dirty
No,
laundry.
I didn't give any details because I'm not the FBI. You know,
NSA actually.
I'm not out here doing that. I'm just saying if there was opportunity for pettiness out of the three of us, I'm saying the odds are Eliath shows up, turns 6, and is like, hey, what y'all doing in here?
I feel like you have a bigger potential to be petty.
No.
Yeah.
You know what it is? Because I avoid conflict so much. Like my pettiness is so it has to be
built up.
It does.
It's a spirit bomb.
It really be. Cause like even with my kids, like I be having the urge to be petty.
Don't be petty. The kid, they just got here. They don't even know.
No, they be knowing.
How will they learn?
Right. They know. They be knowing. But
Motion.
answer the question
Cocktails.
yourselves. Would you be a villain if you had the monies winning the lottery?
Yeah.
Or would
And
you
if
be
you-
the hero?
If you would be a villain, would it just be for like a week, or like when somebody tested you, or would you just go all in?
Because that's okay. If somebody get on your side,
If they started it, are you the villain?
We don't start fights, but we finish them.
I mean,
I
you know,
mean-
they're technically your antagonists.
I feel like we're getting into geopolitical stuff now.
Well, you made it that way. What else we talking about tonight?
Yeah.
well,
we
got
have a cocktail.
Yeah.
That part.
The
So
cocktail.
many things have happened tonight. I apologize for the unhingedness that is taking
No,
place.
let's rock.
The cocktail is the heart-shaped herb. I think we made it in episode 2 or 3. So if you want to see how to make it, go back and look at it. But the commercial is for Built to Drink, which is a podcast or a show. I don't know, podcast show on YouTube that my wife and a friend does. So check it out.
Check it out.
Check it out.
And then at the end of that, we're going to show you how to build our final build of the fall margarita. So with that said, we're going to clear the table and get started. So we're going to count down from 3. 3, 2, 1.
All right, so here we have all of the tequilas that we tried with this cocktail, and we tried all of them with our fall flavors. So keeping in mind the heavy components of apple and pear that we're using for our fall margarita, we tried all of these tequilas, and we thought for sure we'd want to go heavier on the brand of Casamigos or 1800, even Tres Agaves. And much to our surprise, actually, the Hornitos really shined brilliantly in this cocktail, mainly because it had that strong tequila burn that you're looking for. And you might not want to sip Hornitos on its own, but in this cocktail, it really builds really nicely with the other components.
Yeah, I think I really want to double down on your comment there. And a lot of people might think, you might think that we're crazy for wanting to pick Hornitos. And you're like, I don't even look at that when I'm going to my favorite, you know, like liquor store and I'm going to get whatever I need to get. But kind of very much to your point, sometimes these more higher shelf elevated spirits, you know, that kind of complexity completely gets lost. And so when you think of some of the other ingredients in the fall margarita, the apple cider, the pear cider, that kind of acidity really outshines some of these other elements. And so sometimes you just do have to go with that kind of bolder taste. And then in the case of the tequilas, that refinement doesn't lead to boldness. And it's maybe the more mid-shelf, the simpler ones, your college days ones, we'll say, really do add the extra sharpness, that extra kind of bite, that tequila bite. And where people will say like, oh, I have a bad history with tequila. Some people have tequila stories. Sometimes that flavor is why we want you to lean into that and just really embrace that. And we think it really honestly makes for a better drink. So.
Yeah, that tequila that makes your face crinkle is probably the one you want for this drink. So it could be that mid-range tequila. It can be Hornitos, probably even, dare I say, Jose Cuervo.
You said it on there.
Probably would be fine with this drink. Definitely save your Casamigos for like your regular margarita. Do not use it for this cocktail.
Yeah. So, you know what? We said what we said. That's what we're going to go forward with. And with that said, we're going to move on from the tequilas and we're going to bring in our orange liqueurs and we're going to talk through our selection process for there. So with that said, we're going to do another countdown. 3, 2, 1. All right, and now we have our orange liqueurs that are out.
And we're back. We're back.
Didn't that make you want to try that?
And we did weird question. We got that. Oh yeah, what are we doing today?
Yeah.
We're talking about black families today.
Yeah.
Black
Just in
families.
general.
Keep it
Content
black.
and culture. Talking about black families.
Yeah.
But for the content portion, we're building a list. Might check it twice, but we'll see.
I think we might check it thrice, honestly.
There is 3 of us. As we did in the past, round robin.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we kind of have to decide on the last one. This is not going to be in any specific order just because of... You know what I mean?
Oh really?
We don't rank things here at the Blerd Bar.
Not because of that, but I'm just like, it's very subjective. And to not, for the sake of time, because I have arguments if certain things get on the list.
Please, for the love of all that is good, please don't put anything on the list.
So we're not ranking it?
I mean, we're grabbing 10 of our favorite black TV families.
All right.
It's 10. So
10 of our favorite black TV families. You go first, sir.
Oh, you making me go first?
Yeah. I mean, we're not ranking them, so it shouldn't be that hard.
I know, but I'm gonna go with one of my favorite TV families. Yeah, that screen's just gonna be stuck like that because we're technically going. But I'm gonna say the Kyles from
My Wife and Kids.
My Wife and Kids.
Yo, what a great show!
I enjoy their dynamic. Would I want to be in that family? I don't know. Maybe a cousin.
That sounds like a rank 10 if you ask me.
Oh, I put it on the 10. I put it on 10.
That sounds like
You made me go first, so yeah.
Number 10.
right.
You made it that way. Like, would I want to be in that family? I don't know.
That's funny.
Because Junior, little, you know, if I was Junior, would I be smarter? Would it be a better show? It probably wouldn't be as funny.
Junior was.
He
We
was
gotta
the
remember
dad?
no.
No, Junior was the
Son.
kid, the son.
Oh.
Junior was.
We gotta remember these are characters.
They are characters of a sitcom.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So yeah, no. But yeah,
Josh, what do you think in black families? Let's talk about.
The McCullough Tompkins family from the Bernie Mac show.
What do you enjoy about that?
I just remember thinking that they were funny. It might have just been Bernie, but like
having an Uncle Bernie.
Oh, he wasn't. Wait, was he?
He was the uncle.
Yeah.
And those was his nieces or were they
Nieces
his
and
kids?
nephews. No.
Why were they with him?
Because of family nonsense.
So this is
Because of
like
the sister.
loosely based on his like life story.
Sure.
His sister, was an addict, and so he had the custody of his kid at some point. And then that was the premise of the sitcom.
But the woman was his wife.
His wife.
Okay. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
that was fine.
I like number 8.
Watch Mojo.
The Baxter family from That's So Raven.
Really?
What I enjoyed about it was I liked seeing her mom like be in law school. That's not something I had ever saw a black lady doing outside of living single.
Just like law school, or
Well,
just like
law school specifically, not being a lawyer, but like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well.
So I appreciated that, and having a dad that was. I was about to say a dad that was there. It's like yikes, billable hours. But
Roll the clip.
Emotional damage.
This
I'm in
episode.
Season 1?
Might
Yes. That is
anyway.
season 1, probably episode 2 or 3.
I appreciate that their dad was like very emotionally aware.
He was actually like the linchpin a lot of times.
What was that family? What was that again? What was
From
the
That's So
family?
Raven. Baxter family.
Was he also the dad in Kenan and Kel? No, he wasn't the dad from Kenan and Kel. Was
No,
he?
the dad from Kenan and Kel was menacing. I was scared of that man.
I didn't watch that, so Raven.
Really?
That's fine.
It's Disney Channel. I didn't have Disney Channel. Sorry.
That's fair.
I don't want.
Wait, you never watched Cadet Kelly starring
All right,
Kristen
moving on.
Carsten Moran?
Number 7. Is it my
number
turn?
7? Yes.
Okay.
So wait, are we ranking them now?
No,
I guess.
no.
Yeah,
This is just
That's just the ongoing joke. Okay.
yes.
Because
We don't rank things here.
totally
we,
disagree with.
we don't do that. Here.
I'm gonna go with the Hendersons from Smart Guy.
Ooh.
I like that family.
Did they didn't also do a thing with Sister, did they?
There was a spin-off. There was a
Crossover?
crossover episode.
Wow.
So why are we making these people our top 10?
I didn't say top 10.
We're
I
just
said our 10
talking
favorite
about 'em.
families.
We're just saying what we enjoy about them.
Oh, so these are just 10 random families
To me, no. I'm
there
saying
are
families.
hundreds of black families, Josh.
on
We don't-
TV?
Yes.
Yeah.
We don't have the time
Hundreds?
to- Yes.
Maybe 50. Maybe 50. Because you saying that, like you said a number, and then people come back and fact check us.
We have to remember because Read Between the Lines was a show. Okay,
What?
and Malcolm Jamal Warner was the dad. So there's a lot of TV out here.
And it got canceled after 2 seasons.
Very
so,
sad. But anyway, there's a lot of TV. Hundreds. If I'm bugging, tell me I'm bugging. Hundreds.
But no, I'm saying the Hendersons based on like the dad was doing his utmost. The mom had passed. They
Hard
were.
to see.
You got a little brother like TJ. He's smart.
He's a smart guy.
Do 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 do.
You opt to be on this show. This is what you do with your Tuesday night.
But I think like they're a solid family.
I think
It's a solid family dynamic. I'm saying my picks are based off the fact of like would I want to be a part of these families? Are we? Because we're not judging the show.
Right.
My heavens, are we not judging?
We're not judging the show. We're judging the family, and based off of the fact that they're fictionalized, but also the facts provided in the show, context of the show. So
What you got, Josh? It seems like you might have a list.
I do.
he does have a list.
I'll put the Jeffersons.
Tell me more about that.
I think they're funny. I think they're funny.
I'm seeing a trend in your list.
I think they're funny, but also I thought if you were to do it over, it would be an interesting dynamic.
What, like the character?
A well-off family in modern day. A well-off black family.
Right, a well-off black family in a space that they're typically not in.
D-Wade?
Ooh, do you make them like millionaires this time around? Because technically they're like thousandaires.
Which is like a millionaire now.
Inflation and all that.
Right. So I think it would be interesting. And like, would you make them the same age or would you make them younger? That whole thing. But
R.I.P. Sherman Hemsley.
that being said,
From Philly, by the way.
I went on a date with him.
That being said,
What do you mean by that?
I think they asked a lot of important questions.
The family itself.
I mean, I think they asked them in a way of you were a fly on the wall and got to like watch that and then ask yourself that kind of a thing.
I do think as a family dynamic, George Jefferson was very like
he was
brutally
problematic.
honest, but brutally honest as well.
Problematic.
Brutally honest and problematic both things can be true. Brutally honest, like you can be honest from your point of view and still be wrong. Yes.
Yes.
This is how we marry the two and we move on from that. But I think
I ain't married. I'm the only person at this table not married.
well I think in regards to that, he like where I would place myself in that family dynamic, I feel like I respect it because he fought tooth and nail to get where he was. Like they didn't get lucky. He worked hard to get there.
He would give you a lot of therapy.
But you got there.
Okay.
If the goal is to make it out.
It's that.
If the goal is to get it out. Yeah, sometimes your priorities might be misaligned, but I'm saying especially with the dichotomy of like the Jeffersons and then Good Times, right?
Yeah.
You have two hardworking dads. One makes it, the other one don't. And the only really deciding factor is kind of like luck, right?
Dice roll.
So, you know what I'm saying? I respect it, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Okay.
Problematic aside, you can still be problematic. A lot of nice people are still problematic. Moving on. Is it my turn?
No, it's my turn.
Your turn. Great.
I want to talk about the family from Gullah Gullah Island. Now, this is a little bit. We have to take this with a grain of salt because it's a kid show. But it brought me so much comfort, like to just
Real talk though,
to
like
just know that families could do that.
do you know who like? So they were married for real.
I
in
didn't
real
know
life.
that.
And the whole premise of the show was that he was from the Gullah Geechee people and wanted to educate kids on the history of Gullah Geechee.
Wow.
So a lot of times, watching the show, you were getting historical facts. Didn't really know.
No.
You're even being taught like some of the language and the dialect. And she married in and was big. Like they were doing this before the show came out. Like they were big on trying to educate about that culture. I would have put them higher if we were ranking this.
We don't rank things at the Blerd.
Right, but you know. But yeah, that's a good one.
Thank
I
you.
like that one. That's a good one.
I'll pass. Pass turn.
What number would this be technically? 5?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have had alcohol. Forgive me.
Sure. So, whatever number this is, because everybody's got one more, and then we decide on the one. I'm going to go with the Huxtables.
We can cut it.
We're not-
we can cut it. We can cut it. Rick.
Sure.
Rick, we can cut it.
I'm not giving praise to
cut
Bill Cosby. I'm giving praise
it.
to the Huxtable family
Cut it
as a
straight.
fictional entity.
Rick, cut straight.
Stop.
Emotional damage.
The family dynamic,
Okay.
top tier. Okay.
Okay. Doctor.
Doctor,
Okay. Sweaters.
mom's a lawyer. See, because you was like, the Baxter family, sure. But you didn't give Claire Huxtable the roses because she was first, okay?
True.
And managing, what was it, 5 kids?
That's a lot of kids. Wait, was Rudy, Theo?
Does Rudy count? Because then she disappeared.
No. What?
Sandra, you got Sandra,
I forgot about her. She was
Denise,
Yeah.
Theo, Vanessa, Rudy,
Yeah.
and then they end up raising Pam and Raven Simone's character.
Oh, I forgot about Raven Simone.
I think they did the show.
Is she Olivia? No.
She was Olivia. Raven Simone was Olivia. Yeah. So, I just, for family dynamic purposes, they did a very good job. and Rudy was still on the show. They didn't get rid of Rudy.
No.
She grew up, so they didn't give her as much screen time.
No. I feel that.
Didn't she walk upstairs and never came back down?
No.
You're about to bring it out of me.
Don't.
I'm trying not to do it.
No, that's not what happened.
What happened?
That's
That's
show.
a different show.
What show is that?
You.
He really trying to bring it out of me. I don't talk about the Winslows, but I'm gonna talk about the Winslows. I have time and energy. That's why they're not on this list. But go ahead.
Really?
It's Josh's turn. Josh's
Josh's
turn.
For Family Dynamics, they're not on this list?
If you put the Winslows on there, I will argue you down. I will take off these glasses and this hat. I'm bald, nigga.
You can't have no more. You can't have no more. You can't have harp shader.
Look at my hairline. I play Smash Brothers real well.
I think if we were truly ranking, I think the Winslows would have to be on there.
Can't. You can't do it.
That's not my pick this round because I think they would probably... We're like too far in.
Yeah.
They wouldn't be... I think they would be gatekeeping like the top 5. I'd put them at 6 or 5. But
You can't put them on there, though.
yeah, I could.
They had a child. They sent her upstairs. She never came back. You do not put that family on the show. You can't put them on the list.
You can.
They had a whole daughter, bro. And said, who?
Your daughters are sleeping.
Judy who?
Your daughters are sleeping.
Speaking
You
of,
have daughters.
Judy who?
Non-fictional
Nobody.
daughters.
They didn't. Listen, bro. They literally was like, good night, Judy. Never saw her again. Make it make sense.
sounds like
Maybe she had polio. Or
No.
There wasn't no polio in the 60s.
I mean,
This is the 90s, right?
Didn't like the last guy die that had polio or something like that? Didn't he die?
No.
recently?
Listen to me. They said, good night, Judy. Never saw her again.
Josh, can you please?
Can't put her on the list. You can't put that family on the list. They got rid of a child, dog, and didn't say a word.
That's billable. You gotta work this out.
sounds like they were all on one accord.
You
They
gotta
all
work
voted her off the island.
Apparently,
It's just like, you know what? Ineffective. She gotta go.
she gotta go.
She doesn't work with the family dynamic.
Somebody
Unhealthy is
Somebody
what that
should
is.
check upstairs and see if she's still there.
She never came back down.
She's in a chest.
She didn't even go to school, dog.
That's okay.
Truancy didn't come looking for her. He's a cop, bro.
That's why they ain't come.
Duh.
You got to connect.
They're like, they'd never look for her here. No, absolutely not. The Winslows do not make that list.
They did. It's okay.
They had a whole daughter.
Can we get back to politics, please?
Judy Winslow does no justice for Judy Winslow.
Hashtag.
Justice for
That's the
Judy.
title of the episode.
Justice for Judy. That's so funny.
Okay.
It's like, is this camera on? That's stupid, guys. Go ahead.
I would say the Banks
Okay.
from Fresh Prince.
If we're going to say top 3, yeah.
Why? Is it popularity? Well, why?
Well,
Why?
the thing is family dynamics that you would want to be a part of.
Okay, all right, yeah.
That's what we're doing here.
That's what we're doing.
That's what we are doing here. I thought we were coming in with a different
Yeah,
energy,
makes sense.
but
Yeah.
we're doing
Yeah.
family dynamics that you want to be a part of.
Yeah.
And the Banks, that's a really good family to
It's
be
a
a part
solid
of.
family dynamic. Both of them were civil rights activists.
Also,
And a
first on
judge.
Viv.
Huh?
First on Viv,
Wild.
to be specific.
Yeah, they can't make the list either. They
What you
can't do
mean?
that. They can't.
Why?
Colorism.
Whoa.
Wait,
Hey.
I said
she-
first on Viv, so there is no,
I'm saying
colorism.
that if they can't make the list because of other writing reasons,
No.
then we gotta-
They got rid of a whole character, dog. That's not the same. Aunt Viv still exists. That's not the same. They got rid of a child, dog. Like this, I'm not. Stop.
I'm stopped.
Hey,
I'm
Daniel.
stopped.
Hey, Big Dan. Chill out. You're doing a lot.
Is this Big Dan on Big Dan?
Yeah, I had to call myself on me. Go ahead. I agree. The Banks is a solid family, and they had money too.
I guess if this is like super high pick, I'm gonna pick the Proud Family because I'm a goofball, and the Proud Family is just full of goofballs, you know. So
I'm sorry. I'm watching the playback. Josh's side eye while I'm going off is disrespectful. Absolutely disrespectful.
Josh said, "Turn 6, I do nothing."
He's so disassociated. He started looking at his phone. He's like, I'm not engaging with him at all. Moving on.
But yeah, I'm gonna say proud family because I'm a goofball and the family of goofballs. My family's
Wasn't she she was a veterinarian?
yes, yeah. Judy was a vet, and Oscar Proud was an entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur.
Was.
Entrepreneur.
And tried hard.
Yeah, just like
He was almost like Stu.
I can see the similarities of Stu Pickles.
Stu Pickles.
Wasn't he a bit more successful though?
I mean, Proud Snacks were sold.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, you tried to tweak the thing,
recipe,
and it worked.
Yeah.
But
One
like what?
time.
And like
The pork
what was
rinds?
Stu doing?
Yeah, the pork rinds.
Trying very hard. Riptar was You gotta remember, there was a Riptar world, right? Like
Reptar was his?
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, that changes it.
Yeah.
I was about to say I don't know what their house
Where-
totally does not reflect that.
No,
Where
no.
did they
They
live?
had wealth.
Where did they live? Where
I don't
was
know, but it was a single home.
Suburbia.
They were probably in
They were
California.
they were in Eagleville, Pennsylvania.
You know why? You know that they had money when the Carmichael showed up. Everybody was shocked. Black people on the block.
it made a lot. It was a lot. It meant a lot.
Side note, honorable mention: the Carmichaels have to be on that list.
Why?
At least honorable mention.
Because they were important.
They were.
What do we know about their family
You didn't see any
dynamic?
dynamic.
Like I was like
They spoke to Susie with love.
Nah, if we're doing dynamics,
Okay.
All right.
Yes, ma'am. Like his
this
dynamic.
is the world that you guys built. I'm playing in your sandbox.
Okay, moving on.
Mr.
All
Roblox
right, so
over here.
who we putting for the last one on the list collectively?
Collectively.
I would say the Johnsons
Which Johnsons?
from Blackish.
Oh, I don't know nothing about Anthony Anderson. I need you.
I thought about the Williams from the Wayans brothers show.
I wouldn't want to be part of that family dynamic.
Not Pops.
No.
Even the producer was like, "No."
If we're talking family dynamic, I'm only doing the Banks, maybe the Proud family, the Johnsons, like only people with money.
That's fair.
Do you want to unpack that, big fella?
No, he said I was broke and I don't want to be anymore. I get it.
What about the family from Keenan and Kel?
It was
No.
all right.
They were middle
The
class.
Huxtables, they also have money. You could have big fun in Baltimore.
You could.
You just didn't get caught.
I mean, Keenan and Kel's family. I don't know. They were very middle class.
Freemans?
Huey Freeman?
The Freemans.
They got money. Nah,
had money, though.
Granddad got some old ideas.
He does.
No.
And that's okay. It's nothing new. It just comes with a lot more money.
And I mean, Huey was definitely educated enough to like be liberated beyond
Right.
that.
Exactly.
Like he was like, I'm gonna heal myself, and maybe Granddad gets healing. Maybe he don't though.
But
Because there's a lot of shows.
The Boondocks is just the Wayne brothers when they was little.
Chill. You gotta chill, bro.
That's it.
You can't say these things.
No.
That's it.
Nah.
Is the producer might get producer turn?
Hey yo, call this nigga Mr. Fantastic because he reaching.
Oh! Plus to the button, adjacent locations, baby.
Emotional damage.
That's my new one. I like that.
Remember when John Krasinski was Mr.
I
Fantastic?
don't want to talk about that. So, all right, we got to come down with one more family real quick because we got to move on to the recast.
Yes.
I said the Johnsons.
The Johnsons.
I think that's pretty smooth.
Because there's so many other.
Do we count the cast of Living Single or Martin?
Found Family, you
as,
don't count.
like-
Found
Why
Family.
do Found Family not count?
We're talking about.
You know I'm a queer. Found Family is like what we do.
I feel what you're saying, but like that's. I feel like that needs its own episode, like a Found Family.
Right.
We've done found. We
I
have.
don't know. I think that's I'm not saying that they could be the last fun, but I think, especially in this day and age, Found Family is important.
I agree. I'm just saying.
Can we add
'Cause family comes
Skeeter's
in.
family?
No.
Cousin Skeeter's
No.
family is.
Oh, cousin
No, he's
I
talking
thought you
about
meant
Doug.
Skeeter
Skeeter.
Valentine.
I'm talking about
Skeeter
No,
Valentine.
no.
Yeah.
Well, if you're gonna do Skeeter Valentine, I'm throwing Gerald Johansson in there.
Gerald,
we know
saw
his
Gerald's
family.
family.
We've
Yeah.
seen his family. Gerald from Hey Arnold.
Yeah, we saw his family a lot. Yeah.
And
'Cause Arnold
dad
was
was
there.
making bank. They was living in some metropolitan area,
New York.
They were in New York, bro.
New York.
roughly. You know, they don't say
That
it.
doesn't
but,
mean that
you
they
know.
was making
PS
money.
118, the PSs are just in New York, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
3 kids living in New York
In the 90s?
in the 90s.
That
Gerald
doesn't
had a
mean
bike?
you're making it.
All the kids had bikes in the 90s.
Gerald was able to go
That's
to the listen. Gerald was able to go to the arcade whenever.
Facts. Factual. I
Whenever.
couldn't go to no arcade. Sorry.
When was the last time you was able to go to the arcade until you started getting your own job? You had to ask for permission.
That I had to ask for permission? I wouldn't do that because I was just reading the book.
This nigga.
Reading rainbows.
All right. So anyway, we got to pick a family. Found family is another episode apparently.
All right. I was reading the book. Since when, nigga?
He was reading. I seen it. I saw it.
I have proof.
It's true.
Hey, yo, this nigga over here reading. No, I was probably reading too. I ain't going to the
We
arcade.
were all reading. I should have more alcohol.
Yo, just give it to the Johnsons and call it a day.
Give it to the. I guess we'll give it to.
We'll
Oh
give it to
no!
No?
What's the family from? Parenthood.
Parenthood?
No, nobody remember that.
Parenthood. Oh, Meteor Man.
Meteor Man.
Meteor Man. Townsend, right? Townsend?
Yeah, Robert
Yeah,
Townsend.
Yeah.
Or Sister.
That's he had money though.
What did he
What's
do?
the nigga with the box haircut from Moesha? He had money.
Why?
He was Vincent's dad, and he was Kwame's dad. There's no way he had money. If you talking about money
exact haircut.
from Moesha, they was living in Cali, dog.
Yeah, no, but that dynamic was
Not healthy.
That
All right.
dynamic was toxic. She got
He
a
was like,
tattoo.
meet your new stepmom.
She got a tattoo. He said,
There was
"Don't
no
look at
conversation
me."
had. He did not sit down with his kids and discuss this properly. He was just like, hey, I got married.
Was Miles okay?
Miles was not okay. Miles never had time to unpack that. So no, never mind.
Bull was not okay.
Parenthood though. They were in New York,
Okay.
and he was definitely sitting down every night at the dinner table like, no, this is not going on in my house. The one family member tried to sell drugs. He's like,
I don't
shut
know
it down. DeBrat, when
DeBrat
DeBrat
was
was in
there.
it, DeBrat was in the show and she was wilding. He was like, hey, chill out or you gotta leave.
Is that healthy?
Is that where the Parkers came from?
No, the
The Parks came from Moesha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
X all of them.
All right, well, we'll go with the Johnsons then. I'm just saying. I feel like
I think the Johnsons are solid. It's a show that came out that I did later, and I think later writing is typically better.
healthier at least.
Yeah.
All right, so the Johnsons.
Johnson.
Moving on to culture. Y'all been talking a lot, and I won't say y'all as far as barflies, but the world
like
does.
a royal y'all. You know.
Of Good Times, the reboot. Netflix reboot. It absolutely trash. However, what bugs me the most is that most of the producers on it are white. Seth MacFarlane. Right?
Why was he there?
Like
We saw the Cleveland.
we all saw the Cleveland show. You know why the Clevelands didn't make the list? Because, but Steph Curry's on there.
Yeah.
One of the producers.
Steph Curry. Yeah,
He's Steph Curry.
That sounds.
Sounds like he needs to shut up and dribble.
No, he diversifies his portfolio. Plus, Aisha Curry.
You
ain't
know
playing
who would be a villain when they get money? This nigga.
Oh, goodness.
So, we thought it'd be best if we brought our own live action recasting of the
that.
reboot.
Yeah, Netflix live action. You know how I feel about that.
Well, yeah. We're only going to recast the Evans family.
Just the Evans. That's it.
Hopefully in a very respectable and healthy way. A lot less shucking and jiving.
No, come on.
We can't shuck or jive?
No.
I said less of it. I didn't say completely removed.
Well, I gotta redo my whole list.
All right.
Hey, I can't shuck or jive.
So I'm just going to ask
get a
you to
little
pick. I'm going to pick a
shucking.
character for you, and then I'm going to ask you to recast it.
Okay.
And then,
little shucky shuck.
maybe we'll talk about black families afterwards.
Can I navigate an expectation?
What do you like to do?
What if I told you I did not do this assignment?
Oh, well, that's on you.
Okay. All right. Cool.
I did this assignment wrong. So.
So,
What do you
Welcome to
even have? What do you even have a docket for? If no one's going to be like,
I look at the docket all the
No,
time.
I looked at it. It's just,
and read it incorrectly.
yeah. I looked at it. I was like, good times, cool. What was it? The Jeffersons.
That's
play.
good times. These are the same thing.
It's got black people in it.
Black people. Black people.
What more could you ask for?
No, legit. I legit saw it, and I was just like, okay, like, I had every intention because I didn't watch either show.
Okay.
So I was like, all right, I'm gonna watch it so I can get a
So
feel
you-
for the characters.
You've never watched
And
them
then-
at all.
Yeah.
Good times, really. All right.
I watched some. Oh, I didn't watch all, just some.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm an old soul. I get it. I watched a lot of like.
I mean, now that
Sanford
I'm looking at it, I see who we're talking about. So,
Jackson's involved.
yeah, apparently.
Oh, you don't remember that one episode with Janet
Penny
Jackson?
in the Iron?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I
The Penny in the
remember.
Iron?
Yeah, I remember.
She's like, where were you? I was with JJ. It's iconic. Janet Jackson before she was,
Before Dream Street.
yeah.
But
Moving on.
let's do it.
So,
Nah,
friend of Thelma.
she would
Yeah.
be a friend of Thelma. Yeah.
All right. So we recasted, just to reiterate,
Recap the recap.
JJ is...
I didn't write that
thought you
down.
were writing
Run it back. You'll see
No,
who we picked.
No. Why am I? Because I had the alcohol. Is that what it is?
Yes.
I didn't have dinner either.
Yeah, we both did a thing.
Are we losing brain cells?
No.
This doesn't
no,
happen.
Liver is fine.
Somebody get my boy Sterling some water with love. Respectfully, appreciate you, James Kelly. DC, thank you. Producer, you back over here.
Why'd you whisper?
Why you whispering it? You could have said it. So DC Young Fly for JJ. Keith David for James Evan.
Oh, goodness.
Who do we settle on for Florida? Because we said a lot of
We did
names.
say a lot of names.
I think we said Octavia Spencer or
Wunmei, did you say?
Wunmi,
Yeah.
or you said somebody too.
Andre Ellis Taylor.
Yeah.
Let's go with Ruby.
Nah.
Yeah.
For Keith David, if that's her husband,
Loretta
you gotta
Devine.
go to
Then
Octavia.
Octavia. Let's go
Yeah.
Octavia. All right. For Michael, we said Justice Smith, right?
That was my pitch. I didn't. Do
Or
this.
do we remember Junior's name?
No,
From?
I never remembered it. I never knew his name.
So Justice Smith, because I remembered his name. Thelma, we said
Either Tabitha Brown or
no. Thelma. Oh yeah. No, Thelma is the daughter.
Yeah, we were talking about. We said.
Coco Jones.
Coco Jones. And then for Walona, we said Tabitha Brown or Angel Tanksley Brown. Is it Tanksley Brown?
Angel Lakita Moore.
Lakita Moore, Tanksley. Someone of those. I'm sorry, I'm missing.
Marcus Scribner. Is
Okay.
junior.
So, yeah. If you have any other picks for that, let us know in the comments.
Please.
Obviously, this was so unhinged, but we appreciate it. We have reached the end of the episode. Thank you for sticking around.
You know, I could give out a.
I'm going to do that.
okay.
I was going to do that.
It seemed like you're about to close out.
I had a roll. I was on a roll, and I missed it because
Buttered.
You
that
should write
train
these
is
things down.
Structure.
He really was, but I had it. It was temporary layoffs. It's just a card that you can just lay off people out of your life.
That's too powerful.
It's sure, but think about all of the NPCs that you have around your life
I don't
that you
have-
just kind of like.
I ain't got
You gotta go. Temporary layoffs, huh? Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
Just for Junior. All right, good night, everybody.
that's it.
Good
That's
night.
it. I'm changing it. Some magical stairs. You go up them, you never come back. I don't know where you go. Hopefully it's
Wait.
successful.
Do you go or do you send somebody? Is it the Shadow Realm? I don't want to. I don't want to banish myself to the Shadow Realm.
Hey, hold on. Good night, everybody.
It's the magical stairs. You go up them, you never come back. Maybe you make it, maybe you don't. It might be a cursed item, it might be a blessed item. Roll the dice. D20. Don't forget, we have Idealist Con. We will be there. All three of us, actually.
It's true.
So, tickets can be purchased online. The link will be in the description. You can buy them at the door.
I wouldn't. Because it's going to be packed.
Sure. And they're more expensive at the door.
Oh, I didn't know
So
that.
buying
That's
them
why
online-
I wouldn't.
I didn't know that.
That's what I was trying to go
Because
with.
I'm not in the Banks family. so-
Right. Well, so make sure you check out that link. If you aren't following IdealisCon, make sure you're doing that. If you aren't subscribed to us, make sure you're doing that because we appreciate it. If you want us to grow, right? If you're watching these videos and you want to see more of them, subscribe. It's free. We appreciate it. And as we always like to say here, y'all have a blessed night.
Good night.
Peace.